Some I'm up.
Yeah, man. Lonesome. I'm up. I'm up. All right. Hear this now. All right. But see the thing with the health minister, Tufton, and market me. But the health minister, if you understand, say, people like me have to come out, come talking because my way my thing. I just jump on certain little things and come talk. See? You understand? But you are what me have to come talk now because when it involves taxpayers' dollars, and people have to understand what is market me or why them get contract in the first place. I play some things, and then I dissect market me. You understand? And these are the things where I run from because if the minister, when me are here, when I said market me, it deal with like the social medias and the promote a lot of things. I'm sure what market me do, right? And I play something, we see some things flash up with him. And in personal life, me no watch that. Because I notice me no just jump on certain little things and say this. Although you're the health minister, so I have to live a healthy life too, yeah? Alright. See, I have to set some example. Because, when you call up an artist, say them a road mad land, what, if a pig. Because you remember, you say budget for apologize. Tough time. To the people in Jamaica and budget never do they nothing. But and more money. That's why me have to attack. Because you say if you take out that stump there, watch the stump there, your eye now, you end up in that spot. Anyway, because see what is market me, because and I'm going to hear about it, I'm going to explain to the people. Because I'm going to show them it do digital marketing, creative strategy, public relation, content marketing, media, event management, media production. So the person who established this in around 2013, connected to Tufton. Same, I'm friend that and for them, I'm not going for them thing. I want to say family member, wife, family member, because I know son about him wife, I just watch some things. So I show the people them and them I play the thing, I will have to die the thing because foolishness are foolishness. This is a market me. But me I ask a question too because why them that get $80 million in the first place? See them work? Our work. Market me, right? So we want to know what market me do. Right? So we just press per market me. Boom. Because see what market me do. So what white do ya? Digital marketing. Right? Alright. Creative strategy. You can see it? Alright. Public relation. Wish the Ministry of Health have them thing, and something where if you say you can spend a bag of money for your iPod pants. So I can play them the first and then I get into this. Content marketing. Right? Media production. Event management. So when you see what them do. Yeah? Yeah, because them deal with even social media and everything, When I just show the marketing thing all over the place, even with social media fee and everything. But me still I wonder how they might get more than 70 million. So make me play the tape first, and then I go in at some discussion. And make me dissect. So make me just play the tape first. Right? Make me play the tape first. So play the tape. But market me. Make me play it first. Hold on, listen this.
Alright, good afternoon to you, Sir Cliff, and to all our listeners and our viewers on YouTube. Well, cover story this afternoon, the issue of the use of public resources and how those resources are allocated, how contracts are awarded. Those issues continue to be a matter of public concern. And this afternoon, the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton, Minister of Health and Wellness, he's been the subject of what he calls a flood of vile, filthy and scandalous allegations and innuendos on social media aimed at besmirching and tainting his good name and reputation. That's in a statement the health minister issued this afternoon in relation to those scandalous allegations and innuendos on social media. He says, Tyrone, if you'll help me, these disgusting, vicious and false attributions made under the cover of social media have caused great pain and suffering and are clearly aimed at damaging my career as well as causing emotional distress. Listeners, The health minister goes on to say this matter has been reported to the Counter-Terrorism and Organized Crime Division, that's CTOC, of the Jamaica Constabulary Force, and that he has also instructed his attorneys to use all available legal steps to ensure the prosecution of the persons behind the posts, and in any event to seek recourse in the civil courts when their identities are ascertained.
I realize, says Dr. Tufton, that part of the motivation for these attacks have to do with my public office, but I will not be deterred.
So yeah, where I say, and then we'll just play it out, see? We'll just go and listen.
Doing my job to the best of my ability and in
Confused
service
attack
of
theme,
my
yeah?
country.
Mostly, yeah.
Part of those
But
allegations
listen.
concern matters that are very deeply personal to Dr. Tufton. Those issues are none of our business.
It will not be repeated here.
And will not be repeated here.
Yeah.
We have sought as a nuisance.
See them say none of them business. So when we just talk about it, when them say your personal life, that's why Buju life shouldn't be Dr. Tufton business neither. You see it? You can't have one way, one thing, but remember, you know, Buju work for the world, yeah? But you know, in the government where you have to collect with taxpayers' money and do kind of little things with it. And then when come down upon him like a brick. Alright, because just want ear still. See? And your ear, because them always have people for back them on some things, you know, but the truth have to come out. So I could go and run this. See? Finish run this. When you listen this, you know, dissect it, listen.
To, however, ask questions of Dr. Tufton's Ministry of National Security.
No,
because
Ministry of Health, that is.
Ministry of Health, let's say security, Ministry of Health and Wellness, because one of the parties, connected parties being mentioned in those vile, filthy, and scandalous allegations is a connected person who or company related to a company that does work for the Ministry of Health.
Hear that?
We, in our own judgment, is of the view that Mr. Tufton's personal relations have no public importance unless
him can't go say in person this have no public importance. It have public importance. They tie about money up to everything. And then you have to be a road model. You can't say the youth them mash up the thing then and you know that me are telling you in remark and I say it have no personal importance. If it's someone that live some lifestyle that I want to live it too. Yeah? So when Clifford talk about it, always attack straight then him go lean. You understand? But I could go on you when I say.
Until they intersect with his public official duty as a minister, a servant of the people of Jamaica, minister. And if that connected party has in any way benefited unfairly from that association with Dr. Tufton in his public capacity as a Minister of Health. So we asked the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry some questions relating to the nature of those contracts with this company, Market Me Consulting Limited, and the duration of those contracts, when they were awarded, and how they were awarded. This afternoon, we got a response from the Permanent Secretary, Mr. Dunstan Brand. And part of the response, Mr. Brand furnished us with a copy of a letter from the Public Procurement Commission dated May 9, 2019, signed by the Chairman of the Public Procurement Commission, Raymond McIntyre. And in that missive from Mr. McIntyre, he speaks to award of contract, Ministry of Health, selection of communication consulting firm for the development and implementation of a social marketing campaign
to
support the Jamaica Moves program as a component of the National MCP Strategic and Action Plan 2013 to 2018.
And listeners, this letter was penned on May 9, 2019, and it begins, Dear Permanent Secretary, references made to submission dated 2019 April 1 from the Ministry of Health, which was made to the Consultancy and General Services Specialist Sector Committee on 2019 March 22 regarding a recommendation for an award of contract in respect of the captioned project. The Public Procurement Commission, PPC, having considered the matter at its meeting held on 2019 May 1, did not approve the Ministry's recommendation for an award of contract to Market Me Consulting Limited via the direct contracting methodology.
Did not
PPC
approve.
noted that the Ministry's justification for the use of the direct contracting methodology is primarily on the basis that the company was previously engaged on a direct contracting basis and that the proposed contract is a follow-on contract where, quote, a contractor has already provided goods, services or work, and additional goods, services or works of a similar nature are required to complete the procurement requirements pursuant to Section 114 of the Handbook of Public Sector Procurement Procedures.
It also says, listeners, there may be some misinterpretation of the reference handbook requirement which supports a follow-on contract where, quote, additional goods, services, or works of a similar nature are required to complete the procurement requirements given that the existing contract is already completed. Further, A, there is not a clear demonstration that value for money will be achieved, and B, the recommended supplier had not met the minimum required score indicated in the bid documents.
So
Never met that
could
score.
attempt at some interpretation for you listeners. What the chairman of the Public Procurement Commission is saying so far, that not because Market Me had completed a prior contract, which we have some documentation on that we will share.
They contract before too, you know.
It will not approve them going on, yes, to enter in another contract because, according to Mr. McIntyre, the Public Procurement Commission, they had not met the minimum threshold or required score indicated in the bid documents.
Hear
The
that?
matter, according to Mr. McIntyre, was subsequently considered by the Commission at its meeting held on May 8, 2019, with the attendance of Mr. Brian Dunstan, Permanent Secretary, Dr. Simone Spence, Acting Director, Health Promotion and Protection, Ms. Trudy Brennan, Acting Director, Public Procurement, all from the Ministry, who provided further clarity on the matter.
Listeners, the letter goes on to say the following inter alia, as noted from the ensuing discussion, the Jamaica Moves program for health is a continuing program, and it was intended that there would have to be further contracts. Two, the Ministry is desirous of maintaining the look and feel of the program, as positive results and awareness have already demonstrated, and maintenance of the momentum is critical. 3.
So them say maintenance of the momentum is critical and it look and felt good. Only just listen good. Come if you just interject a thing and then play it again, continue play it. I want to hear about the amount of money spent. Now Market Me, you're Ministry of Health and you're going to promote healthy lifestyle and you're going to give Market Me contract more than totally like some $80 million, right? For carry out the advertisement. They think the part of Ministry of Health, you know, they think the part, them supposed to have a part to deal with the advertisement and them think that they can just go take out some ads. You know, if you get a contract for much million for Market Me. But the next thing, if you have in a Jamaica, you have so much people when have not them feed from flour and rice and chicken back, flour and dump and butter. So even if you go take them 80 million and go give Market Me, right? And say you promote healthy lifestyle, all the people might eat healthy and them don't have the food for eating in the first place. Them can't eat healthy because flour are just some place are just belly full. Not nutritious. Not new nutrition night. Them not have the money for buy it in the first place. So why you never think of use them money there and then issue it, make them go buy some food or get some healthy up or eat or go get some green vegetable and them thing, the more than take it and give to this woman in a Market Me. It don't make no sense to me. Because you can't promote something where the people them don't have in the first place. Them not have no food to eat. A rice and flour. So when you gotta say, oh, I value for money and where I reach the people, them healthy lifestyle. But where else them gonna eat dirt? And them gonna eat leaf? Them not have nothing to eat. Most of them not even working. So it never even makes sense to the money we want to spend. So but we can just tell on that straight. See? And that's straight up talk me make. That no make no sense. You understand? And if you talk to the big people, them don't have for them thing I eat already. So the money they will spend, nepotism and cronyism must work. You understand? But go on and play this.
There is a risk associated with going to the open market, as it is not common for marketing firms to conduct health promotion marketing.
4. If a new firm was to be engaged, it would be required to use the same branding and continue the program using the same look and feel, but would have to develop new synergies with and support from private sector and other agencies.
5. Under the particular circumstances, an assessment rather than an evaluation with a minimum score should have been conducted so as to form a basis for negotiation.
And 6. Following negotiations, the scope was reduced from 2 years to 1 year, and the ministry removed the component for promotional items, which will itself undertake.
And the letter goes on to say, listeners, after due consideration, the PPC offered no objection to the Ministry of Health awarding a contract to Market Me Consulting Limited in the sum of $38,931,820. Yes. And let me give you the figure again. That's $38,931,820.
That means a plus TCT, about nearly $40 million. Plus TCT.
And the commission goes on. The ministry is advised to submit for the record 1. Compelling confirmation that the program's requirements
that's more than 40 million. That's our first contract.
Despite the existing contract coming to an end.
In respect of the failure of the firm to meet the minimum threshold, written confirmation that the evaluation/scoring was a mechanism intended to make the firm more responsive for subsequent negotiations.
And 3. Confirmation that the reduced scope being contracted will allow the ministry to achieve the expected outcomes.
What kind of outcome?
It concludes the ministry is also advised that during the contract period, it should ensure that appropriate measures are put in place so that before its expiry, the ministry will be in a position to go to the open market.
Open market. What kind of outcome when I tell you before? If you're going to spend over $80 million, give a company with a nepotism, cronyism, and all kind of things, and say them are advertise and them are tell you to eat healthy. People don't have no food to eat already. I tell you, so them baby can't scrape you when them have food to eat, a flour and rice. Chicken back. People can't even buy chicken. The other day, them talk about chicken back is up to $200. See? And a healthy food that. So when you take the money, instead of you drop it off and you use it and build something that people can get look work and them can feed themselves and do, you take it and go on the chronics. And I talk about it have objective and it have reach. What kind of target it have reach when people hungry? People can't buy food in the first place. The whole of this a foolishness. This a foolishness. Run that.
Now, that is a letter from the chairman of the Public Procurement Commission, essentially clearing the Ministry of Health. Yes, through this no objection to awarding a contract, a second contract to Market Me for almost $39 million.
39 plus DCT.
Yes.
39 plus DCT.
About the initial contract of $16 million.
Alright, so I could play the one there, 16 more. So you have 39 plus GCT, so over 40,000. Yeah, 40 million. Alright, here it is.
Nationwide at 5, and we're bringing for you matters as it relates to the government contracts and how they're awarded. In particular, we're examining the contracts that have been awarded to a marketing firm, Market Me, by the Ministry of Health in relation to the Jamaica Moves program. We just read for you the letter from the Public Procurement Commission chairman to the Ministry of Health, initially stating its objection to the contract being given, and then after meeting with officials from the Health Ministry, it approved the award of the contract under specific circumstances.
Ginger tea, you know?
Another letter, listeners, we want to read for you the initial letter, because this Public Procurement Commission letter was about giving the contract again to Market Me. But in December 2, 2016, a letter was written to the then Permanent Secretary, Sir Cliff and listeners, Mrs. Elaine Foster Allen, Chairman Raymond McIntyre. Yes,
the National
Contracts Commission.
Same Mr. McIntyre who wrote the letter
Of 2019.
Yes.
May 9, 2019, Public Procurement Commission. So it is now this letter is from the National Contracts Commission, and it reads, please refer to your letter dated 2016, November 28, requesting permission to accept an unsolicited proposal from Market Me Consulting Limited to deliver the ministry's Jamaica moves.
Jamaica move.
So unsolicited, they came up with the idea and they pitched it to the Ministry of Health.
Yeah. Them come up with it and pitch it.
December 2, 2016 says the National Contracts Commission
So them came up with the idea and pitched it to the Ministry of Health and show him tied to that lady, you know, you just run some contract and thing. People hungry can't feed themselves, but you still and I say, yeah, it have effect. Or it have effect and you don't have the food that you host in the first place. But they spend over 80 million, give that woman here, and after, something wrong. Something wrong. That's why Jamaica go back where, you know. I'm going to listen to this.
PBC, having considered the matter via the round robin on December 2, 2016, offers no objection to the Ministry of Health's request to negotiate with Market Me Consulting Limited and to enter into direct contracting.
He goes on to say, listeners, the NCC notes that the estimated amount is $16 million with the following proposed areas for negotiation. Support for walking zones, that's just over $1 million. Jamaica moves testimonials, that's just about $2.2 million.
More money,
Development of the Jamaica moves agenda, and that came in at $12.6 million, a total of $15.97 million.
That's the next 16 million.
15.9 million,
yes.
And 38.9. That's 55 million approximately. Okay, 55 million approximately. But I
55 and you call that nearly 60 million.
Ministry of Health asking if there were any other contracts awarded to Market Me.
Hear that?
Yes.
55 million, that's right? Yes,
Those were
it is.
small engagement activities.
Engagement activities. Listen.
Below the threshold that is required
Below threshold.
to go to the NCC or to procurement.
Right. Below the threshold,
Which is 1.5 million.
1.5 million. And that official, I asked him,
How much
what
contract?
was the total of
Those small contracts.
activities contracts? He says, based on our request nationwide, submitted questions yesterday, they have been tallying that, and so far their tally is at $29 million.
29. That's a 30 more. That at 30 more. That I talk about 84 million.
The minimum threshold of
29 small contract.
So
More to Market Me.
And 55 million, they're up to
84.
$84 million.
84 million.
And we did some background research, Sir Cliff, on this company as well.
The background check.
Me, yes, and we were able to ascertain the names
Who won it?
of the directors,
Yes.
and shareholders of the company. It is Christina Carr.
Christine
and
Carr.
Lindsay McDonough.
Two of them. Christine Carr, Lindsay McDonald.
No, but it's McDonough.
McDonough.
Lindsay McDonough
Lindsay.
are the directors and shareholders, and they have been the directors and shareholders of this company, Market Me Consulting Limited,
From 2013.
which was registered in 2013. So they are the directors and shareholders of the company that we 13. No other directors.
No other.
No other shareholders.
No other shareholder.
Former shareholders
Same
or
woman.
former directors
Yeah.
listed as well.
All right.
84 million.
His boss, Executive Director, Professor Trevor Monroe. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Professor Monroe.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. When we decided to invite you here was in relation to your letter of July 15, 2020 to the Executive Director of the Integrity Commission, Griggs and Management Accountability Act, by several public entities, that they were simply ignoring the requirement that says, quote, as soon as possible after the end of each financial year, but not more than 4 months thereafter, the board of a public body shall submit the annual report, including audited financial statements of the public body, to the responsible minister, who shall...
Man
Also reported statements to be laid on the table of the House of Representatives and of the Senate. They're simply not abiding by that law.
They're not abiding by the law neither.
And it has been going on for quite some time. If you look at the Cabinet Secretary's website, you will see regularly a tabulation of the status of different companies, public bodies. Usually individuals have 105 by the law, or whether they are in arrears, and therefore in breach of the legislation. And over the many years, this breach has continued with impunity. In other words, those with no responsibility to safeguard the funds which public bodies dispose of, our money, they are not following the legislation, and there has been no response in terms of the application of sanctions as one would expect.
And your letter to Mr. Christie is essentially urging him to do what?
Well, first of all, to verify the statements which I have researched and which I have put before him, to what extent Section 25 of the law, which does provide a mechanism for the application of sanctions, is reason as follows. If the court specification by the Attorney General that any person has contravened any of the provisions of, and there's a number of provisions, including Section 3, 2, and 3, submission of annual report and audited financial statements, the court may exercise any of the powers referred to in subsection 2, and that includes ordering the person concerned to pay a pecuniary penalty not exceeding $1 million, or grant an injunction restraining that person from engaging in conduct prescribed in the subsection 1. So that the penalties are, in my view, relatively paltry, given the fact that these public bodies are administering literally tens of billions of Jamaican people's money and not reporting to us, to the minister, about their stewardship. But nevertheless, I do not, as hard as I don't know and can any occasion when the section of the public bodies management and accountability act has ever been applied to any of the persons contravening the requirements of the law, to the court, to the minister, to the parliament, and the parliament to the people.
You point out in this letter, Professor Monroe, that this must be a matter of serious public concern, as during the financial year 2019-2020, public bodies, including the Sugar Company of Jamaica, were responsible for the award of over 21,000 contracts valued at over 137 billion Jamaican dollars. Why did you Professor Monroe?
But over how much thousand contract and value so much money and yesterday no money, you know see where the money I go? You saw Jamaica run. What is Jamaica run? So them no want the integrity commissioner or nobody must talk. Tough time. That's why people have to talk, you know. Because when your family member come and put out a sister or a auntie and say you are do what you want to do, and do you said Buju if you come apologize to people, you don't apologize to nobody, you're the health minister, you live a healthy lifestyle. We're not business, you know. Because when she write that letter, you notice me never come say nothing. And she said some things where me never repeat. You know, if me if repeat them, I call people name. Tungsten or, you know, shorty poop sticker or something. Me know that. Me just love your business personally, but me I say as a public figure. And not just like a public figure, but he's a minister. The health minister too. Health we are deal with. But you have syphilis, gonorrhea, all kind of things. Health we are deal with. You have to set example, yeah? Because you the thing, big thing off about you know. No go that. The money, we not talk about Jamaica, forget health and all kind of things. First of all, we have to create employment and people have to eat good. And you have to tell the people them say, okay, not eat junk and not eat this. But when they see them have to eat. Them go to school, some pick now just a bag juice, and maybe a Buddha, and them get something else to go eat, I want to know that. And just flour and rice people live pan every day, and butter, and chicken back. And we not spend 84 billion give this woman, she and the other one, I told them alone, as director, them alone run this thing. 84 million for do what? For tell us, eat healthy with the food in the first place. Who knows a waste of money? You understand? Who for packet on a line? Who not do the public suffer? People can't see these things. You understand? Me I talk to somebody talk to me from New York. Big upgrade. From New York this morning, I tell me say, she have a sister and I say, boy, the nicest time Jamaica run now because you know see the interest rate it gone down. First of all, let me tell my sister in there and tell her friends. Listen me. But you can't tell me about interest rate because first of all enough people don't even have a bank account. I even go a bank they're not lending the money. So that not go for no poor people. Not tell me about interest rate. Boost what them not go borrow, them not need to borrow nothing because them want now. Them have their money. So if the interest rate go down on them, it's okay. Because they can borrow from foreign anyway. So who it a please are the big man them. It not please, no small man boy. None. Whatsoever. None. See? Because you can't go in and just get a loan and be a red tape and them things. But they tell you about the interest rate. Not doing nothing. Not doing nothing. You understand? And we just say our next thing with Orchids now stand up firm and then the Prime Minister put in their office now and put somebody else's name space and I mean I watch something with Gleaner where I say I'm sorry. Because through the land and him sweetheart and him child and him never want nobody got to cover water. But you just stand up defiant and just a book back and you just say sorry. When you can't do this, it's like people, you are voting people are putting some people, but them not really have any interest. When you just love party but them align them pocket with them and them family. Cronyism and nepotism. And them sweetheart and them thing there. Mash up the place and then tax people more. The market meeting a joke. Ministry of Health, them have a kind of section. But if you come speak to one hour. So the Ministry of Health, them have 2 JIS, them can send 2 JIS and the government same way and them promote healthy lifestyle. And JIS touch every radio by the way. Them have the free where them don't even pay for. That part there, where them are free to hear TV and radio through JIS. Let me tell you now, free. So that spot there, law and that JIS paid them. Them know so that spot there, every radio we have around 40 radio station, you know. And TV station, JIS I forget that spot. For the government message come out. So Ministry of Health where you never have to spend the money. Is a poor country for Christ's sake. Gonna stop the foolishness. Stop trick the people them. And people are buying to these things. Market me, I gotta tell you about digital and about this and that and about what them say so? PR team work hard to get our clients seen and heard. We ever creating strategic brand opportunities to create press coverage. We don't need you for create a, remember we have JIS. We have JIS. As a matter of fact, the whole of the media house follow what the government are doing all kind of thing. So you get your coverage. See? So and then they might tell about our social media and what have you and where them reach and all kind of thing. This is a foolishness. So you have to take up $84 million give them for the war. And I tell them to keep up because they reach people. Them you reach people them when have no food already. So when them ask Tufton this, hear him answer.
First, this evening, none of your business.
See there?
Dr. Christopher
Hear him answer.
down question from
Yeah, that. Watch out.
on his marital affairs. Now, there have been a series of viral posts on social media this week about deeply personal allegations involving the health minister.
You were saying a while ago, Minister Tufton, that you really, appreciate the work that Market Me does and did. I think the question that Edmund wanted to ask was maybe not answered thoroughly. So I would just want to ask it more directly. Did you cheat on your wife with any of the princes?
Hear him say, oh my God.
No, Minister. Hold on, no, let me answer. Minister. Let me respond. First of all, that's none of your business. And I would prefer you stick to questions around the operations of the ministry. And just as I leave you to your private life, I'd like you to allow me mine. Thank you very much. In the meantime.
No. So all the man are reporting that to counter terrorism and cybercrime and them thing there. When your wife family I put out something and tell you and good thing your wife family put out this too because I know you not say nothing about your wife. You know me say leave me and my wife, I call up your wife and we see you in a unison with your wife. And I know you say you in a pain and sorrow, but not your wife. See? But yesterday I talk about you. Our money we are talk about. So it good when no man come out, come do it. Your wife family, whether sister or come say something. I know you know say nothing about your wife. You see? And then put out what them put out and say look at the struggles and what have you, and this woman here is we no business about that. But we're for business because you are the health minister. Everybody go through them struggles, you know. But you are the health minister for the country. So you more than anybody else. Anybody the minister there, from when you sleep so, we have to dump on like ark. We have to know these things. You understand? And then if you are tell people that no, that means if a man live certain life and you hear certain things, you tell a man say, yo, leave it and none of my business, I'm a private life. Eh? I want to see one of past thing that, you know, that's what I'm telling you, say it's a private house. You can't take 84 million and give them people to do what? I tell you, say you have to eat healthy, but we don't have no food to eat with the people. Not me good. But most of the people, what them have to eat? Them don't have none healthy food, they don't eat healthy, you know, so them, look on all the swatch on them things. No, sir, we don't have no healthy food to eat. Them don't have nothing healthy to eat. Enough people don't have nothing, that's why when I give them care package the other day, and when you look people still are hungry and big and I pay them the thing there, you know, so what I want. And then you really take the money, and money I could have do a lot of things. Start, use the money, I better do it with some small farmer. If you want to do something better, let me give a better idea. Let me give a better idea. If you want to do something better with this, what you should do, what you should have done, is use the same $80 million. Yeah? And you go to some farmer and get the seed and them thing there. And make them drop the price of the green vegetable and the and the all of them thing there, the vegetables and them thing. Drop that can go down and that we can feed the nation with it. More than take it and you market me. And then them tell us say eat healthy but you don't have the food to eat itself. So when somebody go there, you know, things might have there what we import, but the food over there now and it's more healthy than the rice and flour. You understand? So them farmers they could have produced more and we have feed. Even from as long as we can feed ourselves properly, we're good. Plant up the beans and all kind of things and the right kind of things with it. Why never do that? Why we never do that? Instead of give market me and better thing that for do. Look how much land about here. I better when you cut it even quarter you can tell some people so go eat or grow. And then we don't know. You promote healthy lifestyle because when them grow, a healthy food them are grow, you have to give them the bag of fertilizer for the growth. And them could have turn and feed them family. Feed communities and feed enough more things. Why do you never do that? You understand? But when I tell people about a crap, I tell them to keep it real. Time for keep it real, yeah? You understand? Me there, me just have to come to my little part and play the thing. They couldn't hear it because we don't know foolishness. You understand? When money for stop go away here. People are time for we get up and enough is enough. Foolish is a foolish. Market me and we $80 million we're going to foolishness. Can't come say, oh, the momentum has stopped because we spread proper lifestyle. You could have spread a million proper lifestyle and I have no food to eat. Why you tell me that far? It don't make no sense. Why you never use it and invest it in something that they can plant the food? Enough of them farmers they need them money for do one and then the food can do some boom boom and sell on a cheaper level and feed with people them. It could have reached a far way. You about too much sugar contract over how much $1 billion? We run? And when them contract the far? We don't know. You understand? We don't know. What are this a foolishness? See? What are it a foolishness? So these are the things that we are talking about. The whole of this are definitely stupidness. Yeah? Tufton, you have to get to the bottom of that thing here because them might me up, them have to hang back some money because we don't know what that pay them for. You understand? Because we're supposed to have the promotional arm of Ministry of Health and it runs through JIS. If we want to say something and making a speech or anything, it runs through JIS. JIS have the free to air program on every radio station. The spot allow them to. Plus the news, it have to follow up. When I call news briefing, everybody have to follow up. If you hear about health, every newspaper, everything have to follow up. So you never have to pay for do this. And them can do a better thing than with GIS and do a award with because the government control that and people get paid already. Stop on the foolishness. Plus we have public broadcasting, something like that, the PBC. I say it name now? JBC, to PBC. Plus we have that. We have JIS, you know. TV and radio, you know. Plus we have the PBC. See? And no, we not pay market me for do what? For advertise, for pay, for advertise. Come on. That makes sense too, no? And then who to reach? And when I say to reach people, when I have nothing to eat, what I catch from eat breeze? I'm not sick in our idea. Stop the foolishness here. This is taxpayers' money now. So this business with people, I remember telling you this. See, take our organized crime around the year. When you just go keep on yourself quiet, because I don't know it matter about report this. You report your wife, and your wife, sister, or whatever, you not talk about anybody about in a pain. You say your wife in a pain or something, your wife come out and burn it, and say no, it falls or bogus. Or market me no bogus. When we look back, market me a real thing, and when we look, I hate a million that we just discover. We spend through the ministry to this woman. A joke. This a joke. Me there, keep it with there. Loan some I'm up. Cool.